Welcome back to Your Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker. This is the weekly radio show that informs and educates you on how to buy or sell real estate with Barb Schlinker, the owner broker of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Now, Barb, when people sell homes, they typically try to pick up and clean up so that it looks good when they're ready to sell. Some folks wonder if they need a complete remodel or not. How does someone prepare their home for sale, and what repairs are really needed?
Well, Richard, it depends on the house. I mean, some homes really don't need anything at all. But I think the biggest surprise to most people, at least when we help them get ready for photo day, is that clutter is not your friend. And what you think is not clutter actually is clutter in a photo. And most people don't live the same way that they present their home on the market. It's just hard. If you're living in a house and you're showing a home for sale, you need your coffee pot, you need your whatever you're using in your kitchen, you need some stuff out. But the stagers like pick up the throw rugs, put everything off the counters, put this away, put that away. And we've gotten some pushback here and there from sellers going, well, it doesn't look lived in. And I'm like, yeah, that's the idea. You want to make it look like almost like a model home, very austere, because that is your competition right now. Sales aren't rocking like they used to. They are for me, but I'm just saying, if you look at the stats, we have 50% more available homes on the market than we had 2 years ago, but the number of monthly sales has not changed at all. So what does that tell you? There's more homes to compete with if you're a home seller. So the first thing you want to do is attack clutter. So how do you do it? Get your little smartphone, take a picture of the room, blow it up on your computer or your iPad and take a look at it and try to be really critical. In other words, things that look okay to the eye actually look very cluttered on a photo. So that's one way to get things done. You really want to minimize the amount of furniture that you have, because clutter and all those things actually weigh a house down. It could just be that might be the reason why the buyer decides not to go see your home versus other options. And a lot of people just get used to it. My desk is messy at home. I'm gonna clean it. But, I get busy, I get involved with whatever I'm doing, things get pushed to the side, and it starts piling up. So I think for most people, it's better to have an uncluttered space anyway, but it's also really, really critical when you put your house on the market. I mean, I'll sit in front of home sellers every single week and I'll show them a picture of a cluttered room. And I ask them, would you go see that house? And the answer is absolutely not. And that's the big change that's taken place from probably in the last 10 years as compared to before that, is the imagery, the pictures, the quality is so good that buyers are making their decision as to whether or not they're going to go see your home based on the online presentation. So you have to get that right. And that's one of the things that we focus a lot of our marketing dollars on. And so, it's very easy. You just get lost in it. You kind of forget, oh, I have that. Like we did a rehab on the main level last year, and we were ordered to move out of the main level, move into the basement. And of course, it's a big rush, no advance notice. So we're like, oh, pack everything. And we just threw stuff in boxes, shoved it downstairs. And what's interesting is most of that stuff has not come back upstairs, and it's been done for almost a year now. So what happened? It's out of sight, out of mind. So then the question is, do I really need it? Do I need that stuff? And it's so easy to accumulate stuff over time. So this is your chance, if you're going to put your home on the market, to start getting ready to move and really make those tough decisions. Do I really need that stuff at my next destination? And buyers absolutely will reject a home based on clutter that they see in the photos. Now, why do you think builders put up model homes? They're very expensive. They're building a house that's going to sit there for a year or two. They're going to hire an interior designer. They're going to buy furniture, put it in, make it look pretty, right? So the buyers can come in and sit down in the furniture and visualize themselves there. The reason they do that is if you as a buyer, and I've done this before with buyers, when you go into empty homes that might be finished, it doesn't have that same charm, that curb appeal, that love. And it is an emotional decision, right? It's not a data decision for most people. They have to fall in love with the house, fall in love with the floor plan, visualize themselves living there. And they can't necessarily do it with an empty home. Now, typically models are well furnished. The colors are neutral. They don't have any clutter. They are fresh and new. They smell good. They look good. And the idea is to get the buyer to say, I want one of these. How do I get one? Now, are they buying the model? Most of the time, no, they're buying some other empty house, but that gets them in the door, gets them believing in it enough to write a contract. So how do you deal with clutter? Number one, first of all, take it one room at a time. It can be very, very overwhelming. I tend to do this. It's like, my squirrel brain goes, oh, I'm going to go over here and do this. Oh, I'm going to go over here and do this. And I never really finish anything doing it that way. The best way to do it is go, I'm focusing on the master closet. Boom. What are we going to do there? Well, master closet, we're not going to take pictures of it because they don't photograph well unless they're empty. However, there are ways that you can make the master closet look a lot bigger, like get everything off the floor, no piles of shoes laying around, no suitcases laying around. Pack away the clothes that you're not going to be wearing. You don't necessarily need the, woolly mammoth coats right now, and focus on those rooms. So the key rooms that buyers look at, and you really have 1 minute to make an impression online. That is it. And these are the key rooms that you got to focus on. Number one, curb appeal. Get that right. That means freshen up mulch beds, nice flowers, give the grass a haircut, just take care of anything that you can. Things like trampolines really just don't look that good, right? That kind of stuff. So the backyard, the view is very important for people. The living room is important. The kitchen is massive. So make sure there's no deferred maintenance in the kitchen. Pick up the rugs. Please take down the dish towel hanging on the stove. If you forget, we can digitally remove it, but that's just one of my little silly pet peeves. Master bathroom is the other critical room. All the throw rugs off, everything off the counter, towels neatly folded 3 ways. You don't really need any soap or tchotchkes or makeup or jewelry. Just put all that away and make it look like a brand new bathroom. Same with master bedroom. In that case, declutter it and make sure you have neutral bedding. Like you don't need drama mama, bright color mattress covers and that kind of thing. We don't normally photograph unfinished basements. The garages we might photograph if they're empty and they look good. Buyers definitely will look into closets, but they don't, like I said, they don't photograph very well. The other thing you want to make sure is consider maybe renting a storage space of stuff that you know for sure you're going to take with you to your next house. We actually supply an interior designer to give you that checklist room by room by room to get you ready for photo day, but it also gets you ready to move. It gets you started on that path. We'll also give you tips on what to do and what not to do to get your house ready for sale. And that's part of our services. Some people think, well, do I need to replace the, I don't know, maybe it's a water heater that is at the end of its life. Well, maybe not. I mean, just last week, I had an inspector say, well, the water heater is 13 years old, therefore it needs to be replaced because it's 13 years old. No, it's still working. You don't have to replace it. But to smooth things over, we can offer the buyer a home warranty in case it fails a year after closing. They're covered on that. We also supply moving vans to help people declutter. And it's a little bit tough to get rid of used furniture. It's not that easy. People tend to put too much furniture in their space, or they have too many knickknacks, too much stuff. So you want to pack as much of that away as you can. And it's hard to get rid of used furniture. Typically, the charity places, some of them will come pick it up, which is great. One of my clients just worked with Goodwill, and they had a company associated with Goodwill to actually help them declutter. So there are services out there that can help you, and we can do it as well. My name is Barb Schlinker. I'm the broker owner of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty and the host of this show. And we're talking about how to prepare your house for sale and what repairs are really needed, what are not needed. And when we come back, we're going to be hitting on a few things of repaired items that will not only help your buyers fall in love, but help make the sales process go more smoothly so you don't have to worry about it. If you were thinking of making a move, give us a call, 719-301-3900. We have over 1,000 buyers in waiting that we could target for any home. We have cash offers, multiple cash offers, and we guarantee 100% of market value, or I'll pay you the difference. Richard?
You're listening to Barb Schlinker of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. If you're interested in selling your home, you want to give Barb a call. The number is 719-301-3900. And we're talking, Barb, about the best ways to get a house ready for sale and what repairs might be needed to sell a house for the most money. What are some other items that sellers ought to be focusing on?
Well, let's deal with deferred maintenance. So some people think, okay, if I replace the tired carpet, should I raise the price? No, the buyers are expecting move-in ready. So you have to deal with things that have been worn and beat up. Curb appeal, worn carpet, mismatched kitchen appliances, bright color paint schemes sometimes date a home. I had one person that sold a home with cabinets that were painted sparkle black. That was a problem. There was a price for that. So had he painted the cabinets again, they might have gotten more money for it, but that wasn't his selling strategy. So I had one seller that we were selling, myself and my brother works with me at my company. We both had similar listings in a similar area, similar price at the same time. Mine sold right away with a bidding war. His sat on the market week after week. And he goes, what am I doing wrong? And I looked at the pictures. There was one accent wall that was kind of pink, mauve. The other one was turquoise. I said, just neutralize those two accent walls. Cost them $1,000. It sold immediately after they did that. It's just really simple things. And, not everybody likes to deal with fixing up a home for sale, and that's okay. We can sell it as is. I've been able to do that. Plus, there are investors that will come in and buy your home, take it as is, even, tell you to leave whatever you don't want. We recently had one that we sold in Briargate that their strategy was to sell as is. The carpet was beige with blackened spots. It wasn't very pretty. We attracted a lot of buyers with our marketing, but when they got there, the buyers realized, okay, it needs work. But it was priced below market. We ended up getting 4 offers on that home. The highest offer was $40,000 above asking price, but we anticipated they would want more repairs. So they took the second highest offer, which was still $20,000 over asking price. So, it's all about pricing. It's all about marketing, and it's all about getting the right team to help you handle the sale. So if you are thinking of making a move, give us a call. We offer multiple cash offers on your home, guaranteed for 100% of market value, or we'll pay you the difference. Call Barb at 719-301-3900. That's me. Or go to barbhasthebuyers.com. Richard?
You're listening to Barb Schlinker of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. If you're thinking of making a move, call Barb at 719-301-3900 or visit barbhasthebuyers.com. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll be discussing what should a realtor do to sell your home. Stay tuned for that.